Welcome to our quick tips video. Today we're going to be looking at automatic sync in Closed Caption Creator. So this video is for anyone who's getting started with Closed Caption Creator and has a pro or enterprise subscription. So in terms of accessing automatic sync features, they're only available in our pro and enterprise accounts. So to get started, what we're going to be doing is I have a project here with some fake videos. So the first thing that you have to do for automatic sync is to run the automatic transcription process or automatic transcription job process. So I've already done this here, but essentially you'll open up the AI transcription job form under the AI tools menu, select your provider, select your source language, and then submit that as a job. And eventually what will happen is that'll show up in your import dashboard. So transcription import. And if I go back about more than a week here, I have a couple projects that are already done, and that will generate a transcript of the audio, right? So you have the option, generally you'll have the option to import these as subtitles. So you can see what that looks like here, right? So that'll basically be your subtitles. They may not be perfect, right? And generally speaking, what you're doing with the automatic sync process is you'll have your own subtitle file or transcript, right, that you've brought in that you want to sync up to this. So what I can do is I can import that subtitle file, right, or transcript. So you can either do a plain text transcript or bring in the actual file. So here I'll bring in the subtitle file. I'll come down to my sync folder, bring in my SCC file, and I'll import that into a new event group. And sometimes you might see this message. So this is basically just our automatic detection saying, hey, you're importing a subtitle file that starts at 1 hour. Do you want to update the project encode to also start at 1 hour? So in this case, I'll say yes. Perfect. So I've brought in my, my subtitle file here. I can go through and just clean it up a little bit so I can remove any empty events. So that looks a lot better. Now, in this case, I've brought in a subtitle file that doesn't match the video, but essentially we're just going through the process together. So that's more important to kind of nail down the steps than it is to actually see it. So here I have all my subtitles in the event, right? This subtitle file is off compared to the video that we ran our test against. So if I put this up and set this as track 2, right? And then I go back to this one here, I can jump around here and I can show you that the transcript, so the top part, doesn't actually line up with the subtitles at all. So I can jump around here and show you that in different parts, right? So you'll see here that the transcript on the top is definitely reading something different than what's actually in the subtitle file. So in order to better align these, what we can do is we can come up to the AI tools menu, make sure that I have the subtitle file actually selected, right? So this is the file that we want to sync here. Come up to AI tools, go transcription import, go back a week, and we'll come here and we'll select the job that we imported. So either of these, because it's the same video. And instead of importing them as subtitles, we're going to go to more options and apply automatic sync to them. So this is going to go through now, and you can see it's running it. Oh, there you go, it just finished. So it's going to go through now and sync the event group with the transcript, so that we're going to take the timings from the transcript and apply those to the subtitles. So you get all the same formatting, all the same positioning from the subtitles with the correct timing, essentially, right? So it's going to go through and time it correctly for you. As well, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be showing you missing dialogue. So in this case, what's happened is we've run the alignment process, but we've also detected that there's some missing dialogue in the subtitles. So we're basically going to point this out to you and say, hey, we think we might have found dialogue in the transcript that's not actually in your subtitle file. Do you want us to create a new event group, right? So we'll create a new event group for you with that missing dialogue, so you can look at it and compare it against the subtitles and see if you want to include that missing dialogue. So I'm going to hit yes here, and you'll see now I have a missing dialogue event group here. And so if I come back here, you'll notice that this is now all aligned properly. So this is looking a lot better with the original the transcript. So you can see it's actually in time. And then I can also come over to the missing dialogue report. So if I make this set as track 2, if I make that my compare track, I can go over to the missing dialogue and stuff and see, oh, yes, I am missing, there are parts where I'm actually missing the dialogue from the video, right? So I can go through this piece by piece and just see, you know, is this stuff that I want to include in the subtitles? So at this point, you should have an event group that's been properly aligned. Anything that we had to guess on, SDH, will actually show up as failed events as well. So this is something else to note. When you're doing the alignment process, it might not always be perfect for SDH elements. So things like singing, telephone ringing, the stuff that doesn't show up in a transcript normally is going to be tough for us to time out correctly. So what we're going to do is anything that's like kind of a guess, we're actually going to mark as a failed event. And because it's a failed event, right, you can actually come into QC review and you can create a style guide, which we talk about in other videos. So for example, I can just look for failed events, right? And this makes it really easy for me to basically figure out, hey, I should look at these events a little bit closer to make sure that the timing lines up before I actually do like an official export. But this should get you really, really close to where you want to be in regards to your timing and stuff. So hopefully this helps as a quick tip. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the description. We'll try and or leave them in the comments, and we'll try and reply back to them as quickly as possible. Or you can reach out to us at support@closedcaptioncreator.com. Thanks.